from the Walton Insurance Group, Ric Walton. Hi, Rick.
Hey, Bart. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Better than I deserve, as they say, out there. Life is good. Yeah, life is good. Glad to be back here. Good to see you.
Glad to be back, too, because last week I wasn't here.
Uh-huh.
You weren't either.
No.
But I was in your other state, Florida.
What were you doing down there?
Well, Andy and...
Job interviewing?
Yeah, job interview. Andy and Stephanie went down to a conference. Stephanie's bank, Flagstar, they had a conference.
Right.
And she was getting an award. So Andy wanted to go to the award dinner. So we went down to babysit Ella so they could both go to the thing.
Why didn't they just leave Ella back here with you?
Well, she wanted to go to Disney World.
Oh, was that Disney World? Well,
Yeah.
Now the plot thickens. I get it.
And we wanted to go to Disney World.
Yeah. Oh, Disney World to me, I wish everybody could go to Disney World. It's just I think it's a special place. It's just a special place, and to walk around there, and probably this time of year, probably wasn't bad from a standpoint of people. A lot of people.
I didn't think it was. I mean, there were a lot of people, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah, you didn't have to wait a long time in lines. And how old is Ella now?
How long?
How old is she?
12. Ella's 12.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
So she's a great age, really.
Yeah.
Great age to do that. And
Perfect age.
yeah. I mean, she enjoy it?
It was a blast. And I was there when I think Andy was 5.
Right.
That was the last time I was there.
Wow.
So it's changed a lot. And we were there for I can't even remember anything about it. But it's completely different.
Did you go to downtown Disney and all that too?
Yeah.
Or they don't call it that, I don't think anymore. I think they call
Disney
it
Springs,
Yeah.
Disney, Epcot.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, where'd you stay?
At the Polynesian.
The Polynesian?
Yeah.
Oh, inside
On the Disney property.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I mean, I think it's just a great. I wish everybody could go. I really do.
Yeah, I wish everybody could go.
It's a great experience, and especially for a child. It's not a good place to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-olds probably, if there's lots of lines.
You got to save up.
Then you got to save up. It's unbelievable.
But there are ways to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Save up?
Save up. I mean, there's deals and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's just. I think it's just a great place.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I went there. I'll tell you how old I am, and I went there. I think it was the first year it opened. If it wasn't, it was the second. But I want to say it was the first year.
I think 71.
Was it 71?
1971.
But I think it was 71. I went there. I went there when I was in school still and everything, and we drove down. Actually, a bunch of guys, and went to Disney World. I wish we had to buy the tickets for each ride and everything else. And,
wow.
But it was really impressive. And I did, and then years later I went back there and did some of the same rides. You do everything from the Pirates of the Caribbean, to It's a Small World and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, some of the things have not changed.
They have. I don't think they've changed. Those haven't changed at all.
Yeah.
But it's still really special, I think, too. And
the company is amazing.
Yeah.
When it comes to their theme parks, I don't know how they do it.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's so.
And the people there that work there.
Yeah, the people, everything.
It's they say that what they do there, it's more about if people go and you say it's just exactly kind of what you're saying. It's the experience, not even the rides. It's just the experience of being there and seeing it and experiencing the people and how cordial they are and everything else out there. It's just.
And you feel so safe. You never see any police, any security in uniform. I know they're all there in secret costumes, and, civilian clothes, but the way they do it, you feel so safe.
They do.
And, people are walking around. They've got all their stuff in their strollers, and no one's worried that someone's going to grab their cell phone.
Don't have to worry about anything. Was it weather real good?
Oh, it rained a couple of times, but it just comes in and goes out.
Comes out, right. No, I think it's a good time to go because, like I say, if you go into, it's definitely a spring break, and sometimes in summer, certain times, people go down there. It just gets a lot of people, and it's tough for a small child to stand in line. It's tough.
Yeah.
Really tough.
Yeah.
They'd rather be back at the hotel swimming in the pool, going down the slide or whatever it happens to be. But no, it's a great place. It's a great place, no doubt. Yeah, I like it. I'd go there if I could almost every year. I just think it's fun. Yeah. I do like it. Like it a lot.
Yeah, I like to do Orlando. The whole Metroplex. It's got so much.
Orlando in general, or you're talking
Universal.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. They got those other parks that aren't even affiliated with. I mean, some of them are, but aren't with Disney there. And where they got Harry Potter. the park there. You didn't go there, did you?
No.
And I've always been a Harry Potter guy, so we went there a number of years ago.
You kind of had those Harry Potter glasses once.
I kind of got trying to get the hair a little bit like Harry too, a little bit.
So
I also want to be Harry Potter. I want to have that magic wand, and I'd make you disappear right now.
Where have you been? What have you been up to?
Actually, I've been traveling a little bit too. I was in Atlanta I had a meeting in Atlanta, and then I went down. And actually, I got a chance. I go with a bunch of guys every year and play golf. And we went to Pinehurst.
Oh.
Yeah, which was fun. You stand on the property, and Pinehurst is a whole complex too of basically golf-related courses and did a lot of golfing. But at the same time, some of the real fun things we did there. They have a 9-hole golf course of a par 3, but in a real small area. And we had an absolute blast there. And they have music playing, and they have fire pits out there, so people are kind of sitting around.
Wow.
And we're playing. I think the longest hole was like 127 yards or something. So it wasn't long, but it was real, compact. They had a place you could get some drinks and do whatever you want. I mean, that was really kind of fun. And they also had this huge putting green of 18 holes. And again, it's guys, and there's 12 of us. And then we had teams on that. We putted on this green and had a little tournament, no big deal. And those are, the courses were great. And number 2 was the big one where they played the tournaments on. Was great too. But that was probably as much fun or more doing those things.
Cool.
You could actually take a family and even do some of that. And
They're trying to make the golf appeal to the younger generation.
Yeah, I think I can't remember what they said. Is golf also got a downturn on number of people participating? Do you know?
Yeah, it goes down every year.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The Live Golf Tour doesn't seem to be helping the sport. It's not getting the support and the audiences.
Yeah, you probably don't watch golf, do you?
I do watch golf.
You do watch golf, really? I'm surprised because you're not really much of a golfer.
No, I'm not.
No, I mean, you don't like to. That's not something you play a lot or anything else like that.
No, I don't play much, but I like to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, and you think about playing. I remember I got a chance to play back when MIS came. With the hospital, and they brought in the big time players, and I got a chance to play with Davis Love. So big name.
Well, Greg Norman came here one time.
Greg Norman was here one time, too. I mean, Chi-Chi was here. All kinds of really well-known golfers and race car drivers. I mean, it was an absolute blast. And I got a chance to play in it one time. And I'm playing with in the tournament as such, and they got people lined up. It's like you think that. And I back then was a decent golfer. No, I'm not that good at all. But you think about those people standing like right there and shanking the ball. I hate to say shank, but shanking that ball. I don't know how those guys do it because I was so nervous. I'm thinking, I don't normally shank the ball back then, but I was thinking, I could.
I can't even do it when there's like just the forest behind us waiting to tee off.
Right, but it was, that really, I just couldn't believe the big names we had and the big names of, first year I got to play, and I played with Bob Tway, who did okay, out there, and I can't remember that race car driver. He was a fairly well-known race car driver they played with too. And
well, they had so many, I know, like Johnny Rutherford, the IndyCar drivers were part of that,
yeah. Was IndyCar drivers.
The MIS Pro Celebrity.
And that was just fun. Yeah. Just fun to be able to play golf with some of those guys and have there's a lot of people attended it too.
Well, the trophy, I mean, it was a big deal. It meant more than any cash or anything. It was.
And I think that was, to be honest with you, I talked to those guys, they all wanted to win that trophy because that was a race car made out of gold.
It was like a gold race car.
Yeah. I think back then it was worth like $15,000 or something like that. So it was a big deal. So it was something that they just couldn't win otherwise or have otherwise, so they really wanted to win that. And I remember they also said they always used to take out to the track all the golfers with the race car drivers, and they'd get into, I'm sure they went to actual Indy cars with other cars and driving the track, and they said they had dinner, and just, again, an experience that those golfers normally couldn't experience. And
yeah, it was a great, how many years, it was several years they did that.
Oh, yeah, I bet it for at least 10. Don Johnson was there. I remember when Don Johnson was there.
I remember Don Johnson. I'm trying to think of that other actor who was on Party of Five. Scott, anyone?
Yeah, I know you. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but we interviewed him because it was like.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
The last year must have been 2019, before JTV started, but when I was with the radio station, and we interviewed the celebrities. And
sure.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was great. It was just a great time. Really good time.
Your grandson, you've been out. He's in track, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's he doing so far?
He's doing well. He's doing well. He's not doing the high jump anymore. I talked to Andy about it. I wanted him to help him because Andy was really a good high jumper, and he didn't really know what he's even doing. So he's not doing. I think he could be a decent high jumper, but you got to know what you're doing, you know. And he did. But he runs, the 110 meters. He runs the 4x200, which is a relay. He runs the 200 himself, and then I think they got a 4x100 too that they do. They were at Hastings yesterday. He said he won. They were first, and he was first in 100. And I think that the only thing they didn't win was the 200. And I was surprised. I thought that was really his best. Running 200 meters it's a sprint, really, and he didn't win that. I was a little surprised. I think he's pretty much won most of those. And who knows? I don't know what the weather was like there yesterday or not. Because I think it was last week when they had it up in Mason. And they got these kids out there, and half these kids are in sweatshirts with hoods on them.
Oh, it's so cold.
And it was cold, and it was raining, and it didn't stop raining. And I thought, and it went till he didn't get home till 10 o'clock or something that night. I thought, this is crazy, people. You got to speed this up. And they took a 45-minute break. I said, what the heck are they thinking about here? But, I like that. I do enjoy the track. I do enjoy the track. And never was a track guy and all that, but it's fun to go out and watch the kids do it.
And of course, it's Mitch, the Western, and he is part of a really big, amazing how many kids are in Western track. Right. And they've got a lot of kids that are on the Selby Honor Roll. And you can see that every Sunday morning on jtv.tv. Jeff Steers compiles the top 10 in each of the events on our website on Sunday Spotlight. So check that out every Sunday.
So really, I didn't even know you did that. So you're showing different schools? When you
each event has the top 10. So there's I think that the top pole vaulter right now is Lucas Inocencio.
Oh, really?
For Western. So he's at number 1, and then it goes down like that. Yeah.
And you actually show them doing it, right?
No, well, we have pictures from all the things, but we've got the list of in the top 10 in each event. They compete in the Selby at the end of May, which you'll be at, I'm sure.
Oh, that's when they do the Selby. I remember back in the Selby. How long has that been going now?
Oh, forever.
Because I knew real well Phil Selby. I don't know if you ever knew Phil. Phil was a good athlete at Parkside High School. Phil's a little bit older than me. And I remember when they started that term, not for him, it was for his brother, I think it was. I almost want to say it was his brother.
It wasn't Phil.
Or was it Dad?
Yeah.
It wasn't Phil. No, I know it wasn't Phil. Phil lives in California.
James R. Selby.
James R. Selby, that's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know if I really ever knew him. I knew his mother, Mrs. Selby, though. She was a great lady.
So, while we're all out of time, what are you doing this weekend?
This week I'm playing golf.
Oh.
I'm going to go to a couple of athletic events. I'm going to take care of Lisa. She had a rotator cuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, tough deal. All
right, we'll get better soon, and have a great weekend.
And you too, my friend.
Ric Walton wrapping things up for us this week.